Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, and today we're going to be talking about this last piece of a bundle that I received, but this is not the last piece from the collection. So there is 4 more auto shipments that I will receive and I will share them with you, but let's go ahead and start with this one. And let's see. This is the tabbed and purse card dies. So here are the tabs that you can create the pages with. And let's see, you will need this die. Then you will need this one and this one. These are the 3 most important ones to create the purse. And these are all the embellishments. This is the body of the purse. It has 3 sides that will cut and 1 side is just empty piece. There is no cutting edge in here. So this will go on the fold. And I will explain in just a second. This one is a closure. And this one that you will need to cut 2 of them. These are the side panels for the body. So let's see. I already pre-cut to save some time. So let's see. This is the body as I was talking about. So you would grab any piece of cardstock and fold it in half. And when it's all folded, you place this edge that doesn't have a cutting edge on the fold on this piece, like this. And then when you put it through the machine, it will cut all 3 sides and leave this one uncut. And then you will get this opening. Of course, then you will need your closing piece and 2 of these. I actually pre-cut this one with 2 pieces of cardstock, just fold it, and I ran it through and it cut through both pieces at once, so it saves me time. So these 2 pieces will go through any machine like the Mini or the Go or any bigger Geminis. And this one will have to go through a Junior or the big Gemini or any other machine that you may have that has more than 3-inch opening. So what we will need to do to put it together, so we already have the body, we'll just set it aside. Then we have these 2 pieces that we have to fold it, and they have 3 score lines, and you will need to create a valley, mountain, and a valley. So I like to fold it in half to create a mountain, and then I create 2 valleys. Then you just burnish it. Okay, so right here we got valley, mountain, valley. Same thing with this one. Okay, so we've got these 2 ready. Now let's fold this one too on the score line and burnish it too. Okay, so this flap will go like this, or opening flap or closure. But first, I want to put these sides in here. Okay, you can choose which way you want these pieces to look, this way or this way. but I like it this way. It sort of creates like this nice opening for me, like this. Or you can choose to do it like this. This is how it look, like this, or like this. But just play around and see what you like best. I like it this way, so I will do it this way. So we need some glue. Let's put them in. I'm using my art glitter glue. Okay, so this part is done, and this is how it looks. And then we need to put this one on top, like this, and that's it. So let me put the glue on here. And this is just my preference. Before I start gluing this to the back, I place it to the front to make sure I have, you know, this opening kind of, you know, not too much to one side or the other. Okay, and then I just press it. Okay, so here it is, and this part is done. Okay, we've got a tiny bit of glue coming out, but it's okay. So right here, this is how it's going to look. Then you can add embellishments, anything you want, like, let's see, like we have on a picture, like this piece, or the little keyhole, little key on the side or something, anything you want. And this is pretty much it. But if you have some nice embossing folders, you can create something even more, let's say, prettier. Let me show you what I've created. Ta-da! So it's exactly the same thing, except I put it through studded leather embossing folder, added a few rhinestones, little keyhole, not very little, but keyhole, this die, and that's it. And look how much nicer it looks. And I actually put a little magnet on this side and a little magnet right here, and I covered it with the same piece of cardstock just to make it look cleaner. And this way it closes and holds the opening down here. So I am using these kind of little magnets. They're very little, almost invisible. Let's see, they're about 1/4 of an inch. So and pretty strong, which you don't really need strong magnets for paper, but they're quite okay. I don't remember where I purchased them, either eBay or Amazon or something, somewhere online, but I think they can be found anywhere. Okay, so this is one way to create it, but there's another way to create this envelope. And I'm saying about another envelope to make it open wider. And I already created one to show you the difference, and it opens up this much wider than this. So let's see. This is the original way, which is perfectly fine, perfectly good, nothing wrong with it. And this is if you put extra few pieces on here, and it opens up a little bit more than this one, just a little bit, just one. And this one has 2 pieces. So if you want to know how to create this one, stay tuned in this video. I will show you what I created, because you will need a bigger bottom than this. Or there's 2 different ways to create a bottom, or don't. But I want to show you first another page that I will do in the album. Let's see. So this one, as I created, will go into our album. And I think I've decided to put this one on one of these. Let's see. Either unicorns or this one. I think I like it on this one. So let's see. This will be perfect. You can open it, get in, close it. Okay, pretty good. So let me put it on here. And I will show you another page ideas, as I promised. Okay, so this would be like turn the page, open it, and take something out, put it in, and that's it. Close it really nicely. I like it. So let's see. We have few more pages. Let's see, we have 1 empty page, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I've prepared a couple more pages, but I will be only gluing in 1 because I have 4 more shipments, as I mentioned before, that I want to put inside this baby book. And if I put more than 1 page, so I won't be able to fit those. But either way, I will show them when they arrive. Let's see. So I've created one for this page. It's my yellowish kind of section. And I've created this page. And this is very simple page, but it will go like this. And you would just grab and open it up. And you don't need anything fancy for it. It's just a piece of cardstock. I chose white at this particular moment. I scored at 3 inches because this is my 4 inches height of the album. So I did the 3 inches one, and I just layered the same cardstock, design on here, and then on here, and on here, and you just fold it and unfold it, and you can put pictures in here, and anything else you want. So it would go like this. All I did is added a little bit of yellow and few rhinestones and stuff. You can decorate it however you want, so it will look like this. And once I glue it in, you just open it and close it. So let me glue it to the page. Okay, so I glued this part in, and let's see, you would just open like this, and you can see everything, and it's gonna stay closed like this. So when you open it, or if it doesn't really like staying open, use a little magnet, but I feel like it's fine when you open it and close it. Really cool. So next page that I've prepared is this page, but I will not be gluing this page in. As I mentioned before, I have 4 more auto shipments coming, and with this page in, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 pages left. So I've prepared this. I wanted to show you the option of what you can do, and if I don't like how one of the auto shipments look, I'll just put this one in. But if I like them all, I kind of want to put those inside here. So I've created triangles. Let's see if how can I put it. So we can put it like this, and then a smaller triangle to create a layering effect like this, or you can create more layering effects like this. I like it this way. Then you can put butterflies if you want. I have little ones, but you can put one big one. You can put flowers, cupcakes, whatever you want. So let's see, something like this. And then I cut some of the layers from the other set. It's the same set, but I think it's from the, yes, it's from the accessory set. Here they are. Like this is my baby album, so I'll have pictures on here. So if you're gonna be doing pictures, you can have just, let's say, 1 layer, and then instead of this being a layer, this can be a picture, and you will have it like this. Or you don't have to do layering, you can just do this as a picture and have something nice, or a smaller one, or you can have layers, and then the third one could be a picture, and then you can either put little tags in here, or you don't have to put tags, or this page doesn't have to be a picture. If you're doing, let's say, a picture here, and you want to capture the memory or put what happened on the picture, so this way you can, stamp something and, create something totally different. So this is another page idea. I will be saving it. So, and we'll see the other 4 shipments that's come in, and if I don't like it, I'll just put that one in. So we're done with this one, but as I promised, later in this video I will share how to create this bigger opening, which is not hard, and there's 2 ways. So let's see, I've pre-cut already same pieces that you will cut normally, except instead of cutting 2 of the sides, you cut 4 of them. And so you can do 2 ways. Let me put these together real quick so I can explain it. Okay, so as you see how the bottom looks on this one and how the bottom looks on this one, so this one has more items or more cardstock, and it needs bigger let's say bottom or the floor, and this one has less, so it's fine with just 1 score line. So you can create a thicker bottom, or you can do it with more but with this kind of bottom. So before we do that, we need to put these together so we create seamless look and bigger opening like this. And all we have to do is not do this. You can, but then you sort of lose one opening. But if you do this way, you get this extra third, zigzag. So you would just take two of the ends and just marry them, like sort of face to face, like this. Let me just put them real quick. Okay, so here it is. Let me do real quick this one. You don't have to create these pockets, open more and stuff. It's just in case you want it, and I want you to do it nicely so it has a really nice finished look, not something that I will show you how I was trying it out and it didn't look nice. So okay, so here's our other V or zigzag that looks good. Okay, so first there is two ways. So first way, I will explain why do you either need a bigger, a flat bottom, or cut these pieces down. So as you see, if I try to put this in here, that's too much already of the surface, so it doesn't fit. It either wants to go this way or this way. It doesn't fit. First way you can do is go off a little bit from the bottom and glue it like this, so it has enough room, to stay this way, this shape. And all you will have to do is cut in here, but not to the top. You will need to cut more from the top, from probably to here, because the top needs as much room as you have here to close. And let me show you. I've been testing it out, on just different color, and when I close it and I didn't cut, you can see that it's bulging up and it's not pretty. It kind of wants more room. So I want this to be flat, but then this cannot go flat. So it kind of makes, a really ugly bend in here, and it's not pretty. So you need more room. So first way you can create it is to put it off and then cut this. And if you're gonna do it this way, I would say cut them to the same length before you even glue them. Or if you forget, you can cut them this way and do the same in here. So, this is the first way. So this is how it's going to look. I've done it right here. I did not cut it on top on purpose, just to show you the difference. But right here on the bottom, you can see that I've cut. This is the bottom, and I've cut it right up to here. So this way it looks okay. But which one do you like better? How it looks like this or how it looks like this? And to create this doesn't take much, more time, and just extra few score lines. So either way, it's not gonna show if you're using it in the book or in a scrapbook. When it's laying down, you probably will not be noticing a lot, the cut line in here. So, but if you want to create something, deeper, because what if you want to add another one, you need a bigger bottom to accommodate the thickness of more paper, more cardstock. So you would need to just add 2 more score lines. So all you will need to do is, I'll draw on this. So this is the score line that we already have, and you will need another score line like almost right next to it, like right here, and another score line about right here, well, give or take. And then, because you need to have your top sort of match the flat bottom, because it will be bulging like this if you don't, and then it doesn't lay good, you will need to add a few more score lines here too. So when you're doing this one, you will need to add, let's say, 2 more score lines here too, or at least one, you know, further out. And I would do this one going from the front to the back, so you have the front nice and clean. So from this score line that you have already, you either do 2 smaller ones or just one that, you know, a little bit further out, like this. Either way. So then it will bend on this side. Of course, you have a little bit smaller piece to glue, but it will help with clean closing look like this. So we have a flat bottom here and flat top in here. Okay, so let me quickly create the score lines. Okay. Okay, and I'm gonna use a ruler to help me fold on this new score line. Okay, and on this one. Okay. Okay, so now when I, put it together, you can see I have a flat bottom instead of just, one score line. You have more room for these pieces to fit. So let me show you. So right here. So when you put this much, it looks really nice and neat. So this way. Same thing with the top. Let me fold on this new score line again. Okay, so right here we've got another flat top. So when you actually put one in, when you go to secure it and place it, let's do it this way, it has enough room to close like this and not to have, bulging effect like I have it in here. It doesn't want to lay correctly, and there's no room for it to go. But with this method, all you add is just a couple of score lines, and that's it. This way you can have it, laying perfectly, nicely, neatly, and stuff like that. So this is how it will look when you actually put it together like this. And you will have a flat bottom, you have a flat top, enough room for it to look and lay flat nicely, and it looks really nice and neat. And if you want, to add even more, you will need to create, more, kind of go in. You will need to go in and create another score line to create, bigger bottom to accommodate more of these. Or you can just create, put one more in here, and then glue, just have, make two of them, let's say like this, and put them together like this, and you can have multiple pockets. So kind of, you can use for other things than just scrapbook, but so like this, just create multiple ones. You will have a purse with multiple openings, but don't forget, you will need to adjust your top to accommodate all this new thickness. Well, this is it. I hope you liked it. This was our purse die right here, and we've got lots more embellishments that you can use to embellish it if you don't do the embossing folder. Okay, well, that's it. I hope you liked the video, and stay tuned for my next auto shipment ones, because they are very exciting ones. If you liked the video, please click the like button, and don't forget to subscribe, share across the social media and your friends, and I will see you in the next video.